So I've been in the online business space for almost 8 years. And if I had to start all over from the beginning, there are three things that I wished I'd do differently from the start that I know for sure would have put me in a much better position than I am right now. And I'm going to share that with you because I see so many people in my space making the same mistakes. And I think it has to be said, maybe you can learn from my mistakes so you don't make them yourself. Hey guys, my name is Dawn Marie. And if you're new around here, I have been documenting my own journey of starting a digital product business from scratch. I don't use online marketplaces like Creative Market, Amazon, or Etsy. And my goal was to build my own website, attract my own audience, and start selling to that audience. So if you're interested in how I'm doing, how things have been going, I've been documenting things in like a case study, providing you with lessons that I have learned, mistakes that I have made that maybe you can learn from. And I really hope that you will stick around and subscribe to the channel so you can be in the loop. So the first thing that I wish I'd knew and did differently right from the start is to stop starting over when I didn't hit my goals. So at the time, many years ago, I always believed that I could see success in a very short space of time. And I'm talking from the time that I started my business, I could see success in a matter of months. So like 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. I thought that this was guaranteed just because of the claims that had been made to me and I had been lured in to believe. For example, one of those claims that I relied on was a course that I had taken that teaches you how to make $100,000 in 90 days with affiliate marketing. And that literally was the name of the course, how to make $100,000 within 90 days. So in my mind, and just as a beginner to the online space, I literally thought that this course will help me make that amount of money in affiliate marketing. And when I didn't see the results within 90 days, when I didn't see the results that I was looking for, I thought that affiliate marketing was the problem. So I would then quit and then I would try something new because that just didn't work for me. So for example, I started blogging in 2016, 2017 to start making some type of money. And when I saw all these other bloggers talking about how they had made $10,000 in a month, but I was only making a few $100s, which wasn't really a livable income. And because I found it was taking too long for me to see any type of meaningful result like the other bloggers did, I quit and I looked into doing something completely new and completely different. So, I mean, of course, I was developing my skills and experience, but if I had just stuck to blogging and really focused on it rather than jumping ship and starting again, I know I would have reached much further ahead in my online marketing journey. So that definitely is one thing that I wished I knew. And one piece of advice that I have for you is that all of these claims that you see floating around the internet about how you can make this amount of money in a certain number of days, it's all just marketing, and they're just doing to build up the hype to get you to buy their products. So when you do buy into their products, just know that it is unlikely that you will hit those targets in such a short space of time, especially if you are a beginner. And when I speak about beginners, I'm talking about someone who doesn't have an audience, who doesn't have an online presence, and who is just starting from scratch. Of course, if you have already built up an audience, you might be able to try those courses and it might be able to work for you. But from my experience, most people, when they start these types of courses, they are starting from the beginning and don't already have an online presence with an audience in place. So if you do decide to purchase one of those courses, I would suggest that you do it with commitment and give it and work as hard as you can, because it could give you the life that you desire, but not necessarily in the time frame that they said you would. Which brings me on to the second thing that I wished I knew and did differently, and that is to not be so money focused. To be honest, I think I was like that because I was just so surrounded by so many social media posts from other content creators that posted this very glamorous, easy lifestyle now that they had money coming in from their business. And I really wanted that too. So that made me focus a lot on how much money I was making. And whilst I know that making money is important whilst you're growing a business, I wish I had known not to make it my sole focus, which is why for this new business that I've started, I'm doing things completely differently. I mean, my eyes were opened so much when I started working with companies, with other companies, especially startups, and seeing that their motivator for continuing to move forward with their business, even if they had losses in a year, the amount of money that they were making wasn't actually a motivator for them. In fact, they were willing to invest thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to break even in the sale of a product. And that literally opened my eyes, because here I was, when I started, I was worried about losing money in my business. And here I had companies, startups investing money in their business regardless of whether they made a profit and regardless of whether they lost. So I think their goal really was to prove that they had a viable and sustainable product to help them start making money, and then also reduce the number of expenses that they had in their business, so eventually it would become profitable. So if you're just getting started in your digital product business, here's the approach that I would recommend you take. Sales is important. I mean, every time you make a sale, of course, it will motivate you to keep going. That's how it is for me. It does motivate me to keep going, but don't rely on it too much or use it as a motivator to keep going, because during those times when you are not making sales, you will lose motivation and then probably give up, which is what I did, and now I regret. So now, whilst getting sales is a good sign that I'm doing something good and it does make me happy, what motivates me actually is that I'm building something that could help other people, because my goal is to make an impact on other people. I know that my toolkits and templates, they help make customers' business and life easier. So that's what gets me excited. And of course, making those sales is just a bonus. The other thing is that I know that by doing this and building something, I know that in a few years' time, this could really change my life. So before you start your own digital product business, ask yourself, why are you doing this? And if the only reason you're doing it is to make money, then probably it isn't a good reason to start a business right now. And the final thing that I wished I knew and wished I did from the very start was to stop comparing myself to others. I mean, I'm still guilty of this, and I catch myself doing it, and I slap myself on the shoulder and tell myself to stop. But comparing yourself with other people would really get you down. Remember, I spoke about how I used to look at these other social media content creators and ask myself, how come they're so far ahead and I'm not? And there was one thing that someone had posted on my social media newsfeed. I mean, after all, yes, social media is good for some things. I mean, but there is one thing that someone had posted which did make me sit up and take notice. And that is, never compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. That's right. Never compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, because you never know what they had to go through to get where they are. Which is why when I kept quitting and starting over, I decided that this was really ruining me emotionally and mentally, that it was time for me to come off of social media, and that's what I did. I quit all social media. I deleted all of my social media apps so I wouldn't get my competitors' updates, and that really helped me to stay focused. So if you're always comparing yourself to other people, after all, they say that comparison is the thief of joy. And it's true, because I felt down. I felt depressed, like I wasn't good enough. And there were times when I would cry, like, why is this just not happening for me? But right now I am in a much better headspace. So if you're comparing yourself to others, just stop it. And you might try to do like I do and maybe quit social media, because once I had quit social media, that completely changed my life. Okay, so those are the 3 things that I wished I did when I got started online, and I hope it helps you if you're feeling in any way how I did. Okay, guys, so before I leave, if you're just getting started with building your own digital product business from scratch, then be sure to check out my 10-day action plan, which is a little gift that I have for you, which you will find in the description box below. And it takes you through everything that I did and that you need to do over the next 10 days to put together your own digital product, launch and sell it without the guesswork. I hope it helps, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.